All right, so stop. Firstly, you're building wrong, and let me prove it. In this video, I'm breaking down confusion, stacking elements the right way, and showing why bosses don't stand a chance. By the end of this stream, your builds will never be the same. Now, let's get into these elements. All right, so we're gonna switch to this. We're gonna switch to the dual swords for now, and we're gonna go to the elements. All right, we're gonna put together a little something for you. All right, so in this section, since this is not New Game Plus, I'm not worried about the item rate or the spirit force that these guys are giving me right now. You guys want to worry about that? Cool, whatever floats your boat. Me personally, I'm only looking for the attack stat. I'm only looking for the attack stat and the defense stat. So, whichever is the highest is what I'm going for. I won't even be using these because honestly, they just waste space. They're cool, but they just waste space. So I'm just going for the highest attack and highest defense. Okay, we're not going to ready that. We're going to go to the second Yang position. Like, they're cool, but I'm good. So we're going to put this on too. We're going to boost that damage up. Now, confusion, let me just say this. Confusion should be your main focus. The number one thing you need to worry about when you're fighting enemies is confusion. You need to learn how to proc it. And in order to do that, you need to have two or more different types of elements on one enemy at once. However, you need to be careful with which elements you choose, because paralysis does not proc confusion. Poison does not proc confusion. And I just proved this in a later stream. However, it didn't upload for whatever reason. So that's 2 hours of footage gone. 2 hours of footage gone. So we're going to move straight right back into the elemental build. Now, I recommend sorting these guys by type when you're trying to do this in the first little instances of trying to set your build. I recommend sorting by type. Now, we're looking for lightning familiar cores. We're gonna favorite this because I just got this. All right, so you want things like the familiars, and let's just go through and show you. You could use things like the lightning shot. It could be okay for you. You know, if it's all you have, it's all you have. But you're going to need another element to go with that. And the big thing you need to know is that you need to have both elements on him while one element is still there. So they both have to be active at the same time, not just underneath their health bar. They both have to be active. There's a lot. All right, so these are going to be your bread and butter. The Maelstrom and the Thony Storm. So the Oni B core is undoubtedly the best when it comes to inflicting elemental damage. Undoubtedly. And the familiars come a close second. So what you want to do is you want to have fire. I'm pretty sure I have a stronger fire in here. Wow, really? Okay, whatever. Whatever. We don't have a stronger fire, it's fine. So we have fire. We have water. We'll just choose the stronger version. I don't think it actually matters because it goes off of your Nioh magic anyway. So we'll equip the water talisman as well. And we're going to take the thunderstorm. Great. All right, so now with that, you want to look for the familiar talismans. One of the earlier ones you get. Yeah, see, something like this would be good for building wind damage, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you have it, I recommend just using the Oni B core, the Gale Storm. Absolutely, but absolutely, it's just so much better. Like these are good, but these are only good if you know exactly what you're doing. For example, water will increase the amount of damage that they take from weapon attacks. Fire will do damage over time, as you know. Wind will give them increased key damage from you. So, depending on whether you're fighting a yokai or a human, using wind would be pretty good. It would be a pretty good option because that's what you want. You want them to lose their key as fast as possible. So, actually, I mean, if we're being honest, I don't need the fire talisman. I'll put on the Gale talisman just to show you. And we'll put on the lightning familiar. I'm pretty sure I have a water familiar as well. I know I have the flame familiars. Okay. It should be coming up any second now. These, the Shikigami are really, really good for building elemental damage. Really, really good. They build it much faster than the Amio magic talismans. Much faster than the shot. And yeah, they're great. They're great. The only problem is an enemy has to walk into them. So if an enemy walks into your Shikigami or they launch an attack through it, then you just wasted a Shikigami. So I don't recommend Shikigamis. You have to kind of lead the boss into it. So something like this, the geyser shot, the geyser shot is really good for water. So this is the water familiar here. We're going to equip the water familiar. Oh my god, no. We'll just register this as a favorite. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Alright, bet. We'll put that there. And we'll have the flame familiar as well. Sure, I'll have that in here. It's a lot of cores, all right? It's a lot of cores. We're gonna work through it. We're gonna work through it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna work through it. See, this is actually perfect. Like, we're the avatar right now. No, I did it again. Whatever. We just won't use the flames. We just won't use them. It's fine. All right. So you want to have a bunch of elements. I recommend. So all right. So if you look to the right of my screen, you're gonna see the poison breath. And the paralyzing shuriken. They're only there because I was trying to see whether or not it was like Nioh 2 and they would proc the confusion. Paralyze procs confusion in Nioh 2, but it does not in this one. So be mindful of that. So that's why they're there. They're not going to be used most likely. The main thing you want to keep note of is the fire breath. The fire breath inflicts flame like you've never seen before. Really quick, really fast. So we're going to try it out on this guy right here. So you really want to build the confusion. We're going to go lightning to slow him down. And we'll go wind to give him more key damage. Now you see that glow. That purple glow on his body is how you know he's primed and ready for the confusion. Now, while they're confused, they can't regain ki, or they regain it extremely slow. So it's really good. Now, if you're someone who's trying to master confusion, you need to understand which enemies take more damage from which elements. So this would be a good time to just pick an enemy. It could be this one right here. I believe her name is Yanmaba or Yanaba. So we're going to try wind, right? Let's try it. We're going to hit her a couple times. Let's see, 72, 82. Cool. Next, we try water. 73, 78. So it's slightly worse. Slightly worse than the wind. So now we'll try lightning and see how she likes that. As you can see, 70 and 80. So wind is probably her strongest element. But it's better to test this out with something heavy, like a spear. So let's try it again, right? So you can see better numbers. You hit it one time, 436. Now we put some water on it. Now that hit for 382. See? So wind is much stronger on her. Now we'll try lightning. 392. So that enemy specifically, her weakness would be wind. Her biggest weakness would be wind. And her second weakness would be water. Based on that. We could take it a step further and add fire talismans to really find out. So let's remove the water and let's put on the flame talisman. And let's see what it hits for. Yeah, 352. So she has a lot of heat resistance, much more than anything else. So yet again, we're gonna try wind, and we're just gonna show you. I don't want to hit her on her back because then the damage numbers are gonna be higher. So it's just 436 again. So, as you see, wind is definitely her element. So, this guy, I don't know what his weakness is, but I doubt it's fire. Let's find out. 380. 380 on that. Let me go hit her with some fire. Let's see what it hit for. 317 on the first hit. So she has a lot more fire resistance than this guy does. A lot more fire resistance than he does. So these enemies, let's try some wind on them. See what, you know what I'm saying? See how they feel. You know what? This is my bad. Alright, 527. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's a lot of damage on top of 422. See? Windy yet again is his weakness. Lightning might hit stronger though. Let's find out. 465. I feel like I didn't get a good enough hit with the fire. Let me try again. Yeah, no, 422. It's worse. And 515 again. So your elemental damage could really boost your damage. I mean, we're hitting upwards of 100 damage on one single hit, which is a lot of damage. Like, for example, right, 100 damage, right, boom, 800. It's a very nice percentage of that 800 being hit, right? Very nice. It's almost like being hit twice with wind. So definitely pay attention to the numbers. Hopefully this says I am live right now. Nice, yeah, I'm live. Live right now. Nice. All right, awesome. Yeah, we are live right now. So I had to check because last time it didn't make sure I had my stuff. So we're gonna run. We're gonna do some missions, and we're gonna see how these elements hold up. I do want everybody to know that if you don't master confusion, you are significantly downplaying your damage. You're putting yourself in a worse position than 99% of players ahead of you. You want to survive New Game Plus. You want to even make it to New Game Plus at all, beat this game at all, then you're going to want to master confusion. And I got just the thing to show you exactly what that is. This is confusion. Take a second, pause the video if you need to, but this is exactly what you need to be focusing on. This is undoubtedly the #1 status you want to inflict on any enemy. It'll make boss fights a lot easier. Bosses won't be able to recover ki, so they won't be able to take you into the yokai realm for a longer period of time. And if you're in the yokai realm, they won't be able to take you out if you want to be there. For example, if you get buffs for being in the yokai realm, you might want to stay there. You can keep them there in the yokai realm with confusion. So essentially, it's a trap. It's a trap for both worlds. All right. Yep, wrong move. It's all right. She was easy, as always. We won't be worried about him. We do have a mission over here, so we're about to smash some people up and see what's going on here. This is what you want to look out for. Things like this that just look too easy, they most likely are too easy. So don't fall for the trap. Look around. You're going to notice a bunch of stuff that just look unordinary. You know what? We're going to hit this guy hard. All right, so this is one of the guys you want to use confusion for. Specifically, you want to hit him with lightning and water. I messed up, but he's procced anyway. So you notice him gaining stamina even though he was confused. That's because there was a yokai pool here giving him stamina. That's the only way he can get some. Okay, so this guy's missing a head. It won't be over there, so his head's probably over here.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, my man. Welcome back to another stream, man. It's good to see you.
Bro, good shit on the 3K views, bro.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Check YouTube ASAP.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Hit 3K today, man. Well, just under 3K, but hey, that's 3K. That's 3K.
Three K from nothing, bro.
3K from nothing, from zero, from nobody, from just you. I appreciate that. You were my only view at one time, bro. My only one. And now we're up. I'll never forget where I started. You will always be welcome here.
Show some love.
I appreciate that, man. This is a quick stream anyway. I'm only streaming for an hour. This is just a guide. So I'm giving people an idea on how to deal the most damage you can possibly do in this game. And we're up. We're up, bro. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. This is basically just a guide video. I'm hoping I find a boss so I can actually... Yeah, I'm hoping I can find a boss, because then if I find a boss, I can really put this to the test. So that's what this stream is really about. If I could show people how to use confusion properly, there's gonna be so many more stronger players. Oh my god, this is bad. I had no prep time. I had no prep time. This is bad. Alright, this is bad. So, lucky me, I can use magic while on the move. You guys don't have that yet, most likely. But if you do, use it. Very good. Very, very good. So, as you can see, we got the water up right now. We got the water up right now. It's gonna run out soon if I don't use something quick. So we put some lightning on. Boom. The pressure's mounting now. Now we hit hard. Alright, again. Now she is usually very strong against water, I believe. So this time we're gonna hit her with lightning orbs, wind weapon. We need her to take as much key damage as possible. This is not a good start. Alright, not a good start. Not a good start. They caught me with no prep time. So that's another thing. If you're using this build, if you have it, take the prep time. Take the prep time. If you're fighting somebody like Shishida, then you're most likely, good luck. Because you're only going to be able to use it inside of the battle. So times like this, we don't get that. We don't get that privilege. So we're going to use wind and lightning. Lightning is going to slow them down. Wind is going to give them more key damage. Let's talk to him. Dead. He's primed. He's ready. Where's that girl at? Where is she? Where is she? Come quickly. Food pill. Come. Look, she's ready. Don't run. You're ready. She's dead. Quickly. With the power of confusion. Now, there's probably a boss coming. We're going to use more electricity. And this time we're going to use fire since it's this guy. He's got some green on him. I believe fire works. See, 69 per hit. We need that. Now he's primed. Now he's going to take much more damage. Now he's taking 100 per hit on the fire. Look, 200 per hit on the fire. Before, it wasn't like that. I can't stress enough how important confusion is. It super magnifies your damage. And if you don't take advantage of that, you're gonna lose. And you're gonna lose to a lot of bosses. I think we leave this era. Himiko, I'm coming. So I'm just gonna mute myself for a couple seconds. Don't worry, I'm gonna edit it out of the video at some point. I'm gonna edit it. Just a couple seconds, please. All right, so we're back. Now, we're going to continue on with this mission, and after we're done with this mission, then we'll hopefully find a boss and try out this build for yourselves.
なるほど。珍しいあやかしですか。確かにこの地でたくさんのあやかしを見てきました。しかし、その方が描いたことのないあやかしかどうかまでは。あら、草薙？何か言いたそうね。なるほど。自分の姿を描いてほしいと。竹千代、今の成長した草薙を描いてみてはどうです？
This is about to be bad because picture scrolls are boss fights. So we're gonna get something really good from this. Could have sworn I unlocked this shrine, but I guess I didn't. Whatever. We have work to do. We have work to do. Slightly to the right. There's something weird about this. Ah, I thought so. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. So we need that shrine right there. And that's how they get you. Nope. You know what? This is perfect too. We have a crucible here. So we're definitely going to need them to take more key damage. So we'll go thunder, wind, and fire. Boss should be coming soon. Really? Alright, so I got a feeling the boss is definitely coming after that right there. So, alright, we're gonna need some fire for the boss. You know what? We're gonna go wind and water. Come on, boss. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Was that it? Okay. Well, that was severely underwhelming. I was expecting something fun, but this was bogus. You guys are probably wondering why I'm not leveling up. I got this rule right now where I can't level up until I hit 10 million. And then all my points go right into magic. So this is, I would say, a glass cannon build or a glass tank build. You gotta be quick on your feet. Do not get touched. Do not get hit. Another thing, I'm gonna teach you guys some.
ここに戻ると言っておったがただならぬあやかしの気配気をつけよ竹千代
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this is actually perfect. What is he? Fire, right? Fire and water. So we're gonna use electricity and wind. Okay, that hurt a lot. Electricity and Wind. Okay, chill. Chill, man. So now she has 3 elements on her. As you see the confusion in the top, it has the 3 on it. She was taking very, very bad damage at that point. So you definitely want to do it again. So we're going to pop another lightning. We're going to pop more. Okay, that's, yeah, I already know. Alright, more lightning, more wind. You do not want to get touched. See, she's in a yokai pool, so very annoying. Blocked again. Alright, so we're going to do it one more time. Electricity, wind, food bill. Dead. Quickly. So, hopefully this gives you guys a very good look at what elements can do and what confusion can do to an enemy. The more elements you have on that enemy at one time, the stronger effect confusion will take. And you can smash bosses like no tomorrow. Seriously. There are some moves that add elements like this. That move will be good if, let's say, they already have confusion, right? So now you've already hit them with wind, so they're going to take a lot of key damage. And now you have lightning. I'm using fire, but you get it. Now you have lightning or fire, whatever. So now you switch it to the water now that they're already primed with confusion. Now you switch it to the water and shred. Now you shred their stamina. It's completely overpowered. Now on top of that, you're going to have 3 stacks of confusion. So confusion will reproc every new element that they get. So let's say you had fire on them already, and then you had lightning on them already, and then you hit them with wind. But fire, all right, let's start over. Let's say you hit them with lightning, they're procced with lightning. You hit them with wind, they're procced with wind. Now, before you can fully hit them with fire and proc the fire, the thunder rolls off. So you hit them with the fire, now they still have another stack. The confusion just refreshed. Now you go right back to the thunder that just went off, and now the confusion will continue to stack. But you have to stay on it. The more people you have with you, the better. If you corroborate your style with the enemies or your style with the homies, with your friends, then it'll be much easier. You tell him, hey, I'm going to use wind on my or I'm going to use wind talisman and fire familiar. Wind talisman and water right now to proc confusion. Okay, cool. You're going to use that. I'm going to use fire and thunder. Bet. You get what I'm saying? So now that's 4 stack of confusion on that enemy. You guys would absolutely shred that boss. And that's only with 2 people. If everyone had elements on their weapon, all 3 people had elements on their weapon, you're shredding any boss. No problem. 0 difficulty. Just like this guy right here. That was 0 difficulty. 0. Super easy.
絵から放たれるこの威厳は太古の神獣の類か。ともあれこの鳥山石燕、心から感謝するぞ。
Nice. Something just died. Something else just died. From this way. I saw that. I saw those janky textures. Alright, alright, so now that we spoke about elements and confusion, I'm going to teach you how to find, which I probably should have done in the beginning. I should have taught you how to find your elements. You're going to want to press your options button and go to status. And under status, you're going to want to press the X button, or if you're using the Xbox controller, the A button, and go to effect icon list. And that's going to tell you all the effects in the game, whether they're negative or status enhancements. It's quite a bit. So take your time and please read every last one of them. This one, Sloth, when you guys find this talisman, it's going to be your best friend because it stacks. And you can stack Sloth. Oh my God. I'm about to make a very nice video for you guys right now. Alright, so let's go teach you guys about Sloth. Sloth and electricity. So excuse me. All right, so %, we're gonna look for the newest because I just got it recently. All right, Sloth Talisman. This thing right here will be your best friend. On top of the confusion. So we'll pop this here. You know what? We're gonna show you it with confusion as well. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that yet again. Okay, Sloth. That's fine, we'll use this. No, we won't use that actually. Also, if you can help it, save your soul cores. Because there's certain things that you're just gonna need for them. Like, you might get a new soul core that is worse than your old one. You might have less Wealthbringer talismans or less fire talismans. So this is what it would look like if you got a newer a um a newer talisman. Like let's say I just picked up a new water talisman from Oni B Core. Well, it would look like this. And if I got rid of this one as soon as I got that one, it would be a stupid move because now I just lost two uses on my water talisman. So don't do that. Don't get rid of him, or at least just save the two best. Save the two best in there, and that should be good, honestly. So we'll say water. So sloth. No, I'm messing up. Sloth, thunder, and fire. Alright, so let's just show what these things are good for. An enemy like this is perfect because he's strong and he could kill you if you're not like on top of things. So let's mix this guy up. Lightning on the blades, ready. And then use the sloth talisman. So now he's slowed. Now he can do nothing. He's slow as crap. So you can actually push this much farther. So we hit him with another talisman. And we got the lightning on, so let's just re-ready that. Don't want him to fall off. Alright, so now he has both on him. Lightning will slow him, so you see that? It's much slower. Much slower. A baby could mix that guy up. So now we're gonna hit him with a little confusion, show him what it really be about. Now he's confused. It's easy now. So we're gonna do a damage comparison between damage before and damage after confusion off of regular damage or whatever damage you want to calculate. It doesn't really matter. So we're gonna go confusion first. Alright, it's not good. Alright, so he's confused, and let's just give him one tap. I think he died from the fire, but whatever. Let's try again on this guy. Lightning. Fire. Slowed him up. He's primed. Just walking to him with the fire. Now he's primed again. Fuck, don't do that, please. Gotta hit him one time real quick. Alright, so yeah, that just hit him for freaking 1200 damage. 1200 damage off of just one strike. And before that, it hits for 565. So you do the math. Okay, so the infant did not survive. Okay, the infant did not survive again. Crap. Alright, so before I can even show you guys, this guy's dead. Both of these guys are dead. I'm trying to think of a way I can make it happen without doing as much damage. I could put on familiars and just let them hit them and figure it out that way. This is the issue with so many. I favorited them, so I wish I could just have a section of just my favorites. Oh, that's fine. Alright, now let's see how it hits. Yeah, see? 998 instead of 552. Yeah, see, 615 when it just hit for 998. So, that's the difference between confusion. Are you serious? You serious, bro? There's no way this guy's serious. He's serious. Stupid. So yes, please learn how to use confusion. And the last tip I'll give you guys will be for your build. Now, don't worry about what I'm actually wearing because none of this gear matters. None of this gear matters in your first playthrough. None of it. It won't matter a lick. So all you need to worry about is defense and weight. As you guys see, I'm sitting at 29% weight right now, and my equipment weight is blue, not green, like most people's are, or yellow, like some people's are. So don't worry about the special effects of any of these gears. They don't matter. They don't matter at all. None of them. Not even this set matters. I mean, it's 15%, so I mean, I guess it's nice. If you want to use the sets, I'm not telling you not to use the sets, but don't prioritize the sets in your first playthrough because they're not going to be that good. The sets are not that good anyway, so don't trip. Don't trip. You could just say forget these and worry about New Game Plus because in New Game Plus you don't just get things like Master of Illusion, right? You're going to get things like graces, and these grace gear are going to be green. They're going to have that green Master of Illusion color on the gear itself. And that's going to be the real deal. Those are going to be the items you need. And make sure you do not break them down unless you know what you're doing. So I can make a separate video on that. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I can make a separate video on that tomorrow. 100%. I'll teach you guys about how to remodel things and make them after your highest stat. So with the equipment weight, me personally, I like to keep it low. The lower you keep it, the more stamina recovery you're gonna have. Yeah, affects your agility. So I'm not sure if agility is a stat anymore. No. Alright, so yeah. As you can see here with my equipment weight in the equipment weight section and the right side second to bottom or second to top, equipment weight and agility. My equipment weight is 5.1 out of 17.3. So what that means is my agility is A. With A agility, you run faster, your key comes back much faster. That's why you guys see I don't worry about my points and stamina here. I'm not too worried about it. 15 points in stamina, perfect. It's perfect. 27 points in skill. During New Game Plus, I'm going to boost that up to about 35 just for my flame damage. But for the most part, I am primarily focused on magic. So the magic, the skill, and the constitution are all what's going to be based off my weapons. For example, if I'm not mistaken, this weapon is based off of... I'm pretty sure it's based off my magic. I switched my TV, so this TV is just a little bit smaller, so it's kind of hard for me to see it. But I'm pretty sure that it's based on magic. And if it's not, I'm going to show you what happens if you do base it on magic. That being said, let me make sure I don't have any stronger pieces of dual swords. This will eventually grow to be stronger. So, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna borrow that. Yeah, imbue lightning. Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to weapons, look for elemental things like imbue lightning, because if if the imbue lightning is good and the accumulation, like lightning accumulation, is high enough, then you won't need a talisman for that element. But we could deep dive into that another time. Like I mentioned before, I said don't worry about the special effects. That would be one of the special effects I guess you would worry about. But not right now. Right now we're still dealing with stupid things like plus 12 when it could be much more than that. So for your gear, I recommend not wearing anything above 1 pound. It's probably not good. It's not that good for the face. For the body, anything above 1.6 is probably not going to be that good for you. It'll be strong, yeah, but this is 3.6 in weight. So the only difference between this and what I have would be that yokai annihilator. But we're not really focused on that. Like luck inside the crucible, that would really only play out if you're in the last realm, like where I'm at right now, where I'm in the crucible the entire time, because you're only in the crucible for a short bit. I mean, it's good. It's good to have that luck. Don't get it messed up. It is. It is good to have that luck. But at max pieces, 5 pieces, you only get 10% damage and only 150 points in life. So it's really not that big of a deal. So if I was to use this class, I wouldn't even worry about the fourth and the fifth pieces. I would only go for the luck and the crucible. And the total value effect is only plus 6. So it's really not that much. It's really not that much at all. It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth going all out and taking on that extra weight for this. Like, I'm going to Flying Kato Rose. Cool, 334. Like, if I was to put that on, you see, it would move me into the 41%. Wait, was that it? I don't think that was it. I think this, no. It was Yokai Destroyer, right? Yeah, there we go. So it's not worth it. It's not worth the exchange. Plus, when you're heavier, it's just not going to mesh really well for you. You're going to be heavy as crap trying to fight bosses and regain stamina. This is why a lot of you guys are getting dominated by bosses. Because one, when they hit you, you're taking a lot of stamina damage. You're taking a lot of key damage. The key isn't coming back fast enough at all for you. And you're just getting smashed up by the boss. So there's a lot of elements in play. One, you need to fix your gear and make it blue. Two, you need to learn how to use confusion. Once you learn how to use confusion, man, you're gonna be unstoppable. You're gonna be unstoppable. Let's move on. The divination boards. This is what I'm using, right? I like the divination boards. And I'm only using the divination boards specifically because they both give plus 20 on Nioh. That's very good. That's plus 40 on Nioh. That's not plus 20%. That's plus 20 points. And they both have it. You get what I'm saying? So when I go to Amio Magic, it says 64. But then I look at my damage. Where is it? Where is it? Onmyo magic power down here. It says 64, but my Onmyo magic power is 527. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in here and we're going to unequip this. We're going to unequip that. And we're going to go back to see what that Nioh power is now. Nioh magic power jumped from 520 something to 487. Yeah, no, we need that. We need that on there. Throw them back on there. I mean, I'm going to take a quick peek just to see if we have any more Nioh magic, or specifically, we're looking for things that have to deal with elemental damage. Poison accumulation, don't need that. We don't need none of this stuff. You guys might be looking at the defense being good. These are the only one. This is when you only focus on special effects. In one section, I wasn't focusing on special effects. I was only focusing on defense, and that was here at the shrine. Also under Nioh. I'm not worried about the special effects under here. I'm not worried about the special effects under here. Okay, they're not doing much. Life drain on wind damage, I doubt it'll actually be that big of a deal. Seriously. You know what? We could actually put it to the test. We're not going to do that. We're not going to put it to the test. But yeah, we don't worry about that right now. So when we look here, we're not worried about the defense we're getting from that. We're only worried about what we're receiving from the divination board. And right now, all of them are given 20 magic power. So, my suggestion, pick what you're going for. Me, I'm going for extended elemental weapon. That's nice. So, when I use my talismans on my weapons, it's got an extra 20% life on there. I need that. We need that. Now, if I could find that again, I'm in business. I recommend sorting these by type because they have a certain theme to them. For example, the Magatama gives Spirit Force charge. You see that? They all give Spirit Force charge no matter what. The Shaman Queen's necklace. Apparently, they're all quick-witted courage. So 2 of these necklaces would complete the last pieces for this. Medicine cases. Item drop rate. This is really good for elixirs, obviously. That's why it's called a medicine box case or medicine case. As you get into New Game Plus and you find more of these, that percentage goes up. This is one of those that plus 3%. I wouldn't even use this. I wouldn't even use it. Medicine efficiency, plus 2.8. I wouldn't use it at all. Water damage plus 6%. I wouldn't use it. It's too low of a percentage. Instead of water damage plus 6%, I can have plus 20 Nioh magic. And that's way more than 6%. 6% of just water damage, or 6% of just lightning damage. That 20 will boost everything. We don't use uncanny bubbles. See, uncanny flame damage plus 10%. We use that. We use the flame damage often. So we're going to go back with that. Now we go back. We check our status one more time. Please go back. Go back, check our status. We're back up to 527 with that magic. So 487 to 527 is a big jump. It's a very nice big jump. else? What else? What else? I think I basically covered mostly everything. I think that'll do it for this episode, actually. So, I don't know. I feel like there's more I could cover, but I'm gonna save that for another video. Tomorrow we're gonna actually be using more massa, or we're gonna actually.
Show them the way.
You already know. You already know. So tomorrow we're gonna be going through more massa, and I'm gonna be teaching you guys exactly how to remodel your weapons. Remodel your weapons and how to get material for those weapons. That being said, that's it for today. You've seen how confusion stacking completely changed the game. Hopefully you were paying attention. If you use this in your builds, I promise you, bosses, they won't stand a chance against you. I promise you, they won't stand a chance. With that, thanks for watching. Thanks for learning. And next stream, we're taking it even further. Please do not miss it. We are only getting started here at Dreaded Live. Thank you. Now like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.